What's going on, guys? Mr. Domo here, and welcome back to the channel. So as a continuation of the Storm Collectibles Street Fighter 2 Ultra action figures, I finally got Guile. Guile took a while. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, but there were two versions of Guile. So we have him in his regular kind of green and brown camo, and then there was like the player 2 version, which was like I believe that was the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So I think now it's on sale, but I just wanted the original player 1 type version of it. And so here we have Guile. The box is pretty much the same. You got the picture art of Guile there. This is Street Fighter 2 Ultra, and then of course this is from Storm Collectibles. And so you can see all the accessories. Now this guy, they really packed in the plastic bag, I guess, because you could barely see the figure. Like, everything seems to be wrapped inside, so kind of crazy. So on one side here, you got a picture of Guile there, looking all beefed out, and then of course you got another same thing, picture of Guile there. And then of course on the back, now this is really cool. You get 4 interchangeable heads, which is really awesome. You get his flash kick, special effect there, and of course his sonic boom. So I like it that you get 2 types of sonic booms. So you get the one where he's about to form the sonic boom, and then you actually have the sonic boom. So really cool. So I think that's a really cool addition there. And I mean, I can't wait for, I think this is so far what they have released right now. I think they have the bosses, but like I said, I just want to get the 8 players that were selectable, in the arcade game. So let's go ahead, open up this box, and check out this figure. Alright guys, so there he is out of the box, and I mean, first impressions, this thing looks pretty dope. I mean, Guile definitely is capturing, back in the day in the video game, so they nailed it with just the aesthetic of Guile. And what I love about these Storm Collectible action figures, what they're starting to do is add these the stage of the actual character. So obviously Guile has the kind of like the Air Force Base background here, which is really nice, and I'll bring it up to you guys. You guys can see it. So I love it because it's all pixelated, and it's really cool. So you could use this kind of like if you want to use it for displaying or just kind of taking photographs. And then on the other side you have that KO kind of finish background there. So really cool. So I love that they add that. And then of course, with Guile here, I mean, you get a lot of accessories. I mean, this guy does come with a lot of accessories. So let me just run through the accessories first, and then we'll go over the action figure. But first off, you do get these 2 kind of the sonic boom about to form special effects, and these are really cool. So they really fit right there into his fist, as you can see right there. So really easy to put on. They actually open up, so you could just open them and then just clamp it into his fist. So so there it is. So that's really nice that it makes it super easy. You don't have to really worry, but you can just keep it together and then just put his fist in there, so that's not a problem. But overall this looks really good. So I love the detail there. And the other side is pretty much the same, so let me just show you really quick. And so here it is. So again, you just snap it back together, and it looks really good. I love it. So there it is, trying to form the sonic boom. And then when you actually do, if you want to have the sonic boom, here it is. So this thing is huge. Look at that. So this it's pretty big, but it looks really good. So I love it. There's the peg hole, so you do get a stand, and I kind of assemble it. You do get like 6 segments, so however you want to display it, but you just kind of like, you could peg it there if you wanted to. And then you could have like the sonic boom coming out right there. So really cool. And then of course you can make it taller if you wanted to, because you do have the flash kick special effect there, and this came out really clean. I love it that it's hollow, so it's not gonna be too heavy when you're trying to display it or whatnot. So it's pretty much hollow right there, but I mean, it looks really good. So I love there's like a little bit of blue right there, and then it's like really yellow, and then a little bit of orange at the tip. So really cool. And there's only one peg, so you know, it's nice because it's only on one side, as you can see right here. So that's really cool. So if you're gonna display it, it's not gonna kind of like look weird or anything like that. So I kind of like that. So you do get the flash kick. So you get two versions of the sonic boom, a complete one and then one that's about to form. Now for the you know, for the facial expressions, the head interchangeable heads, you get 4 of them. So so let me bring up Guile. So this is the first one. So he's kind of, you know, serious face, kind of looking all pissed off and everything like that. And then of course you do have more angry face Guile right there, so that's pretty cool. And the flat top, that's the way it looks at the on the flat top, kind of looks like one of those sponges, whatever. So it is really flat. So there's that one. And then of course you got one yelling, so like you could kind of use this one for when he's doing his sonic boom, you know. Really cool. Again, super flat, as you can see. And then you got the, of course, that beat up face. And this guy, man, did he take a beating? Look at that. Not only does he doesn't have one black eye, he has 2 black eyes. His lip is all busted up. He's got a nosebleed there. I mean, dang, this guy got tore up, man. So it's interesting. But so you do get the one beat up face. And then one extra thing about Guile is that you get his comb, which is really nice. I mean, there's not too much detail. I mean, it's just all one flat color. And then of course, you know, you just have the little serrations there on the side, but that's kind of cool that you do get his comb. You know, like at the end he does use it when you win a round, so that's pretty cool. So you do get you do have 4 interchangeable hands. So you do have the fist, of course, that's, you know, default, that's already on the figure. You do kind of have like these karate chop hands here, so they're pretty stiff there. And also you do get kind of like a slightly opened up hand, kind of like grasping or whatever, so kind of cool. And the detail is really nice. And then you do get one or you get 2 holding hands for that comb, so however you want it. So you can see how it's slightly open, but there's enough space between, you know, the fingers and the thumb there, and you could use that to kind of just hold the comb however you want, so it fits perfect. So really nice. So that's cool. So this dude really comes with a ton of accessories. Now for Guile, I mean, the detail is really cool. Of course, like his head is like super flat, so you can literally just stand there off his flat top. So kind of crazy. But what I love about it is that they did add in these like dog tags, which is really cool. There's nothing on them. It doesn't say anything. They're just blank, but that's a cool like addition there. Nice details there. He does have those tattoos of the American flag on both arms, so that's really nicely done. And then of course he has the camouflage pants, and then the, you know, pretty much the military boots there. So the articulation is really the same. I mean, they do have kind of like that butterfly joint on the shoulders, so that's really good. So he gets some good movements, and then he could bring his arms, you know, really close together. So that is really nice. And you can kind of see it there, how it's, you know, in, you know, 2-3 segments there attached to his the shoulders. So that is really good. And then of course, you know, at the abs, he could do a really good crunch. So that's as much as you get right there. And then you could really get him to arch his back. Now you can't really arch it too much because you will get a little gap there, but you could get that much right there. So that looks really good. And then of course, you know, he does have a nice twist at the torso, and then the legs are pretty nice. You can't really do too much of a split. And then kicking upwards, that's pretty much as much you're gonna get right there. So that's as far as you're gonna get. He does have a double knee joint, so that's really nice, and it blends in pretty well. I like it. And then of course he does have one joint at the ankle. And then he does have another rotation here, which is kind of nice above, you know, at the back of the shin or whatever, at the calf area. And then of course he has that, you know, toe hook there. And then at the arms, he does have, you know, multiple rotations there, so more kind of like at the upper shoulder, and then he has a bicep rotation there, and then he does have a double joint at the elbow, and then he's got a nice, the wrist is on the ball joint, so that's really nice, so you can get lots of crazy movements with this dude. But I think so far, I mean, this guy looks really cool. I mean, I think it's a great addition, and like I said, my goal is to get all 8 of the players from Street Fighter 2. So I think this is gonna look really cool. And for comparison, trying to get this guy to stand, here we go. Yeah, so as for comparison, what's it call it, yeah, boom, I brought out Ryu, or Ryu, however you want to say it. And so there he is, and that's how he looks right next to him. So Guile's a little bit taller, and then here I got Ken also as a comparison, and Ken's a little bit taller than Ryu, but Guile definitely beats him on the height, especially that flat top. So that's how they look all together as these guys right now. So I gotta say, it looks pretty dope. I think it looks great. The details are really there. Nice color, and like I said, like the top here is like a soft plastic, so you can see how I could push it in. Now the arms are all hard plastic, so kind of crazy. But everything else is hard. It's just that these figures, this is my first, Storm collectible, and I noticed like their torso, like their upper chest part is like soft plastic, and then everything else is hard plastic. So, but I mean, this guy, his hair is ridiculous. This is like the craziest thing ever that he just sit there. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you Guile, and I can't wait for the next line or the next wave to come in. I haven't seen anything yet on who's next, but I can't wait to see how those characters are gonna look. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.